Hi everyone, welcome to the first episode on Alpha Podcast in the year 2026. Happy Ramadan to all our Muslim friends. I'm your host, Miss Choma, and here with me is my co-host,
Miss Amarachi. Today's topic is Demystifying Diasporan Trust Issues in Real Estate Market in Lagos, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you so much. Discussing with us on today's topic is a peak performance consultant. One of the best when it comes to real estate consulting. Coach Shehu Ambassador.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Welcome to the show.
Good to be here.
Welcome. Thank you so much. How are you, sir?
I'm very fine. How are you?
We are good. I'm good. Thank you.
Welcome, sir.
Thank you.
My first question is, what are the most common fears members of the diaspora express when considering investing in Lagos real estate?
Based on my experience in the past 7 years in the real estate industry, the one that stands out the most is trust, lack of trust. A lot of Nigerians in the diaspora can't even trust their own family members because they've done in the past for property acquisition and nothing came out of it, right? So trust is a major issue. If you speak to 10 Nigerians in the diaspora, at least 8, if not 9 of them can tell you at least one story of how they sent money in the past and nothing came out of it. Till today, they've not gotten their properties and they've not gotten their money. So trust is the one that stands out the most.
Wow. Oh, okay. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Well, what if back to this first question, what is your advice when it comes to that trust issue?
The advice is simple. Due diligence. Most Nigerians have not been taught on the concept of due diligence.
Okay.
It's commonsensical. You want to buy a property of 10 million naira. You want to buy a property of 20 million naira.
Even if you're buying from your family, you're buying through your family member.
Absolutely.
You still do your due
diligence.
Okay.
Right? Because there's been scenarios where family members connived with other people to dupe their own family members, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to be on a safe side, make sure that you anchor due diligence. Right? When we talk about due diligence, I'm talking about having the right lawyer, having the right consultants, having a surveyor. These are the people that will help you know if what they are communicating to you is real or not.
Okay. Thank you so much, sir. Next question. From your experience, are these trust issues based more on perception, past bad experiences, or synthetic gaps in the market?
I mean, it's a mixture of the first two. Past bad experience.
Okay.
The experiences of those who are closer to that, right? If you interview maybe 7 out of 10 Nigerians in the diaspora, you find that most of them have one story to tell of how they sent money in 2012 for a particular property, and today, 2026, they have not gotten that property and they have not gotten their money back, right? So, and for some others, a lot of Nigerians in the diaspora, they belong to different diasporan groups,
yes,
right? And maybe one person got, duped or something. It has been dropped on that group. So it has helped to create a negative perception about the real estate market, right?
Okay.
So, but one of the things I like to tell Nigerians in the diaspora is, I say that if you sent money to someone and you didn't get your property, the first fault is yours, right? Because you are meant to do due diligence. And it's a science. Due diligence is a science, right? So yeah, absolutely. The first two, from personal experience and from the experiences of people closer to them.
Okay, now to the second question. This bad experience, what about those that had the bad experience occurred due to government issues, governments coming back to say this particular property, we want to use it for so thing.
For that one, there is such a thing as the city plan of a particular locale. Right? Government can't just wake up. For most of those properties, they were in the wrong place in the first place.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Like building on a canal, for instance.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. Like
building in the future military cantonments. Like building on a future general hospital.
Yeah.
The city plan of a particular geographical locale there's a blueprint for that locale.
Yeah.
Right? So the issue is not that government just woke up
one day just like that.
Then
exactly.
After their place. It's because based off of the blueprint, they built in the wrong place.
Yes. That is, most people don't know this.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of people keep complaining that Lagos State did this, Lagos State is bad, Lagos State is this, that. But they don't know that there are reasons and there is due diligence to all these things before you decide to buy land or field. Thank you so much.
So thank you so much, Coach. I believe your response has helped a lot of individuals. I don't know about this. So moving on to the next question. What specific type of fraud or disappointment has historically damaged diaspora confidence in Lagos property market?
Certain people selling land that doesn't exist.
That's crazy.
Folks selling properties that doesn't have any kind of title.
Yeah.
Folks selling properties that are not free from all government encumbrances. So these are some of the, and people just flat out just concocting property that doesn't exist, like I said earlier, and then because they know that they are not in the country, they can't really prove it in person, so they part with their monies and nothing comes back to them.
So what do you say about people that they kind of like bring up false information?
Yeah. One of the things I've been doing on TikTok since 2022 is to be one of the visible figures online that can help Nigerians in the diaspora know that I'm one of the go-to persons for you to go to if you want the right kind of information. Most Nigerians in the diaspora, what they do when they want to get information about Nigeria, they go to gossip blogs.
Yeah.
And a lot of those gossip bloggers, they are not even living in Nigeria.
They're not living in real estate, sir.
Right? So one of the things that I encourage real estate consultants in Nigeria to do is to be one of the visible voices online, most especially about real estate.
Yeah. We have few of that. We only have mostly content creators, entertainers, and.
But when we have enough real estate consultants online, then they will, if they think of real estate, they will know that, this person, I can go to this person, I can go to this person. Not that they want to go to Instablog Nigeria or, somebody who doesn't
very dark man
know anything about the real estate industry.
Yeah.
Right? And it confuses them and it puts more fear in them. Maybe one person got a property or tried to send money and didn't get a property, and then they went to report it to one of these gossip blogs. That will now be magnified. Right? And then everybody is now using that as a yardstick to not want to move forward when it comes to investing in real estate properties.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you so much, sir, for what you explained earlier. So the next question, how can diasporans independently verify property ownership and land titles before making payments?
First thing, ask for the coordinates of the property that they want to sell to. Next thing is to send it to a surveyor, a registered surveyor.
Thank you.
That is the person that will help you check those coordinates and find out the authenticity, whether it even exists. Right? Most Nigerians do not know to ask this.
Especially people in diaspora.
Yeah.
They're not even in the country.
Right? So make sure that you have a surveyor. If you don't have a surveyor in your family, someone, maybe a family friend who is a surveyor, reach out to that surveyor, inform the surveyor that there's a real estate company that you want to buy a property from, and you've asked them to send you the coordinates of the estate so that he can help you chart it. That is what it's called.
Okay.
To help you chart that coordinate and see if that land is real or not, and also know who owns the land.
And people have to actually take note of this.
Absolutely.
Very much.
What about those that use lawyers? There have been some cases where some lawyers, there's some clients who say, my lawyer said this, my lawyer said that.
Yeah.
So what about those that choose to use lawyers?
Yes, absolutely. There are three important professionals when it comes to due diligence. A surveyor, a lawyer, because a surveyor can be a cook.
Yeah.
Right?
If you fake survey.
Right?
Exactly.
So a lawyer can verify what that surveyor has done. Right? Of course, if you have a certified real estate consultant as well.
Yes. Thank you.
Three people can help you verify.
Exactly.
That can't go wrong.
Okay.
It can't go wrong.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Next question. What legal protection currently exists in Lagos State to safeguard remote investors? Are they strong enough?
Governance concerns, CFO.
Mm-hmm.
It could be global, it could be government allocated CFO. Government excision is also a very, very strong one, but a lot of Nigerians are not aware. A lot of Nigerians don't just know about CFO, governance concept, right? But even government excision title is actually a very strong one. But if you have any of these three, you definitely
Gazette also, right?
Yeah.
Gazette. Okay.
So I know this is not part of the questions to ask, but even as a remote investor, can you say that the federal protection can also help apart from government protection?
I mean, all lands is owned by state governments.
Yes.
So-
And that was from what year? I think
74 Act.
Yeah, okay, yes. 1974. Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah.
Next question is, how important is working with registered professionals? I think I've asked that before, like lawyers, surveyors, and licensed agents when buying from abroad.
Super important. Most especially the licensed agents. If you want to do business through any agent, any real estate consultant, any realtor, do some background check about that realtor. Trust me, in this age of social media, if that realtor doesn't have good reputation, you will find something online.
Online, yeah.
Check any of the social media platforms. Try to Google their name. You'll find something online, right? Make sure that they are people, they are professionals with integrity as part of their major watchword, right? And like I said earlier, make sure that you get the coordinates of the property and go chat it. Allows land registry, Ministry of Land and Land Registry in Lagos, right? And once you get their feedback, then you can go ahead.
Okay.
It's 100% important to ensure that you are working with certified professionals,
Both physically and online.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir.
So what if when you talked about their image, what if their image is bad?
Yeah, then you don't do business with them. Wow.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Your answers have been very intelligent so far. What advice do you have for our diaspora clients that want to invest in real estate, but they are scared or maybe still skeptical in investing?
The only thing to do is, I tell people that no matter how many frauds are in any industry, there are genuine people in that same industry. So if you are always getting yourself in a position where you're attracting the frauds, ask yourself, what am I not doing correctly? Right?
Yeah.
Due diligence is standard. Nobody, whether the person went to the same tertiary institution with you, went to university together, primary school together, you grew up in the same neighborhood, a family member, it doesn't matter. Make sure that you do due diligence every time you want to buy a property. Every time you have money, you've saved up money, and then you're like, okay, the next thing to do now is to acquire that property. The next thing is to carry out due diligence. And if you don't know what it means to carry out due diligence, you definitely can just reach out to, a reputable company like ours, Alpha Mark Business Investment Limited, and it will guide you further on how to do that.
Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a good one. We have come to the end of today's podcast. Thank you, Coach Shehu Ambassador, for being in our midst, for answering all our questions. And I believe that we have all learned one or two things from today's topic and the answers we got. For more information, if you want to learn or ask questions, you can drop your questions on our comment section, and then our coach here has his social media handle. So please, can you tell us how we can contact you?
Yeah, Shehu Ambassador TV on TikTok, on Instagram, on YouTube. At Shehu Ambassador
TV. So you've all heard it.
One word, Shehu, SEUN, Ambassador TV. One word.
Okay. Thank you so much. Remember, subscribe, like, and drop your comments in our comment section. See you next time. Have a wonderful day.